Welcome back from a beautiful Himalayan nutrition break. I hope you feel energized by now. We're back with Christy herself, and now is the time to finally break the ice, if I may. We're at the top of the iceberg. There's so much going on in her story. We've just delved into a good chunk of it. There's always more. We could talk for hours. But now the big boy in the house, the Magnolia firm, which is how Chrissy is known for those $1 million deals. And so I wanted to get started with what made you decide to get into mergers and acquisitions? It seems like to the rest of the world who might not be in finance, who might not be in buying and selling businesses, it seems like the specific word would be gate kept. It seems like you need to go to a certain university, get a certain finance degree, maybe work at Goldman Sachs, and then you get to enter the world of mergers and acquisition. So what made you transition to that? How comfortable are you? Do you finally, as a true purebred entrepreneur, starting in middle school from selling candy in your backpack to selling multiple businesses for hundreds of thousands of dollars, having more than 200 employees over your career, making millions of dollars overall, now being in mergers and acquisitions? Chrissy, do you feel at home?
Yes, love it more than anything. Again, I know I talked about the spa and I love the spa. And it's hard to have favorites, but I do, it's just been nice that this has been the trajectory and, all that craziness. Kind of back to the software company stress when I was like, what's the lesson? The lesson is now I can help people, because we only strictly do tech and digital marketing businesses for exit. And so I understand, they raise capital and how that all worked and building software and how to sell the company. So that was the learning lesson there, which is great. And I know there were a lot of other companies we didn't talk about because I had too many. Yeah. This would be a 10-hour podcast. But yeah, it was a natural progression, which is funny. It was the software company, I was exiting it, and then I helped a couple girlfriends with their exits. They said, hey, Christy, you've already done so many. Oh, so I'll back up. I had a broker on to sell Cleanology, I did hire a broker because I didn't know you could sell a company on your own.
That was your first company?
Yeah, my first company. I'm in my 20s. I don't know how to sell a company. And I genuinely thought you needed an advisor, a professional advisor to sell your company. I didn't know you can do it on your own, like a for sale by owner situation. After that, because I learned some lessons through that, go down bad. And so I did all my own training. I took that same purchase agreement and I just used it here, each business. So I didn't even have an attorney. Even on my larger exits, my mentor was like, go get an attorney. And I'm like, I don't need an attorney. This has already been approved by attorney. I'm just changing some of the terms. And so it was a fun ride. I was doing all my own. And then my friends were like, hey, you did it so many times. Even for my tech company, I was representing myself. And so, they were like, can we pay you hourly to consult? I'm like, okay, cool. And their business is sold so quick. They're like, you should do this for real. And it was my retirement plan. Genuinely, it was when I retire, I want to do a boutique M&A firm. So that just came sooner than later. And here I am.
So tech only, what made you, we now know that the last firm before Magnolia firm was a tech company. Was it that natural progression, or did you, what made you go tech only in terms of, of course it's a boutique firm, but did you consider having other businesses in the pipeline since you went through all these other journeys as well?
Yeah, so great question. So even to get more specific on the tech portion, the majority of our listings are digital-based businesses, being marketing agencies, graphic design, and again, marketing, overall theme this whole time. I love marketing. So yeah, graphic design agencies, content studios, anything kind of that marketing agency realm, Google AdWords, these are all businesses we've sold. I did do a couple brick and mortar in San Diego, right? So word got out very quickly. I was selling businesses and I was getting approached. I'm like, I want to sell my boutique plant shop in San Diego. So I took it on, took on a stationery store. Brick and mortar is so hard to sell and the multiples are crap, to be honest, compared to something that's remote digital based. Remote digital based opens up the buyer pool internationally, right? Because it's remote. You brick and mortar, you have to live in San Diego, you have to physically be there. There's inventory, there's like
Insurance and a whole. So the overheads are just.
it's just like very difficult. And like to this day, I still get, even locally, here in Dubai now, I don't plan on taking clients here, but again, I'm getting approached, and yeah, it was, and I went and visited to help them out, and I referred to somebody else, but it was a local flower shop, and which is, yeah, I was there yesterday, met with the owner, with a friend of mine, and like just gave them advice, but yeah, I wouldn't want to take like a physical location here. The market is very different.